back. And we will be getting into Skyblocker. I'm gonna turn the music down. So Ethan put me on to a website called Keymailer, and it's basically to pair content creators like streamers with indie game developers. And they list all their games, and you click apply if you want to cover it and help get them exposure. And it marries you up, and then, you know, if they want, they can go, here, play my game on stream. I'd really love for you to show people this game. Obviously, being a brand new content creator, you know, I put my name forward for a lot of things, but let's be real, the people making Doom are not looking at me to publicize their game. So I'm really happy to be pairing with smaller creators, which I get to do now with a cool game called Skyblocker, which kind of visually, initially, I saw this and I went, ooh, it's 3D Tetris. But it's not 3D Tetris, because with Tetris you obviously build the blocks and then they disappear. This, you just keep on building. You've got same kind of shaped blocks, and you're just stacking them to the heavens. There's competitive modes where there's different environmental factors you have to deal with, and then there's also a cozy mode where you just get to build a beautiful tower and stack it as high as you can. So, as a little, what's the word for it? Where I have to reveal information. A little disclaimer. I did receive this copy for free with the purpose of showing this content off. So I have received this game for free and I will be reviewing it. No, it's not a backflash. So very much big thanks to Pitchfork Games, and I'm really excited to be getting into this. So let's boot the game. I'm going to pause the music at first so we get an idea of the sound design. I get the feeling it's going to be a game where we can put the music back on. But also, welcome in everyone. Geordie, Soul Thing, Connor, Shaven Ewok, Ozzy, Lizzie. Lizzie, I'm not surprised to know that you know Man with a Mission. It seems up your stream. And then we go. This one? Did this? Yeah. Wow, that's really loud. Yeah, you are not getting game audio yet. Let me fix that. I promise it's not 3D Tetris. Hi. Alright. I'm just gonna turn my own audio down. I hope that doesn't impact things on the stream. Alright, cool, it doesn't. First notes of this game, Pitchfork, if you are watching this, please put a game audio setting in the options. That was really loud and I was not able to turn down game audio. But let's get into it. So we have Classic and Zen, as I already talked about, and we got weather type, clear, cosmetic, normal, or severe. I'm going to start on Classic and Normal, because that seems to be the default. And we'll start off in the Metropolis. Alrighty. So, we rotate with the mouse and position with keyboard. And then we drop with spacebar. And we can rotate with Q and E. I see, and we have a little speed thing on the side there. Ooh, that wasn't great. Let's see if we can kind of fix that. So, to rack up a high score, it seems like we really need to be fast about it to keep a point multiplier going. I'm going to drop this all the way down here. We're going to start building. Oh, for fuck's sake. Mayhaps I skipped a tutorial? No! Alright, and the fault's down the bottom of our life system. Which it looks like I am tearing through. Yeah. Yeah, now we're going. We got this, we got this. We're building back up. Stack them to the heavens, stack them to the heavens. I can... Ooh. Ooh, no, that's gonna knock that down. We're gonna put that there. Now, I gotta remember I can rotate, because I keep forgetting that. I feel like I'm playing a claw game where you just have to keep, like, making sure you've got the ideal rotation. Here we go. We're back. We're totally back. How was everyone's long weekends? We had Easter. Mine was pretty darn great. Friday night, I went and saw a MyChem cover band. Called the Black Charade. They were touring from the UK, and I guess you have to be pretty good to be a touring cover band. Oh, we got people doing the 10-dayer. I sadly did not have enough annual leave for the 10-day. Look at this. This thing's a masterpiece. The 10-dayer sort of thing is, because we have 2 back-to-back long weekends, if you took this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, as annual leave, you would get 10 days off in a row for the price of 3 days of annual leave. And frankly, you'd be a fool not to if you have the annual leave to do it. And yeah, sadly, that was not an option for me. Because I started a new job and then immediately went on my honeymoon. So I am pretty lacking in annual leave. Yeah, Geordie, you went to the show. How was the show? All the controversy aside, which I only found out about because I opened Twitter to see if Sabu died in the Sabu retirement match at GCW. Because boy, it looked like he died. That match was grisly. Not fun. Really not fun at all. Do I think the government will give us a public holiday for the death of the Pope? Probably not. We've never had it before. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh, this is bad. Can I push it back on? Nope. Nope. Alright, I'm on my last life. I'm gonna see if I can balance it on that. Yeah. Yeah, we're totally back. Oh, no, 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 no. New high score. And as you can see, my tower proudly standing there. Oh. We can unlock different types of blocks as well. Cool. Obviously, I want the pink one. That's me. I also like that it locks them and tells you how to lock them. I hate... Maybe if it had like 1 or 2 secret unlocks, that'd be fine. But I hate when they're like, here's everything you can unlock. We're not telling you how to do it. Aussie wrestling classes be hurting, but a lot of fun. Ah, it's awesome that you're doing it. And yes, they do be hurting. They be hurting so much that I bitched out, that's for sure. Alright, let's try it. Archipelago. Jordy's for a lot more bare man ass than I was expecting. That's wrestling. Wrestling is and always was pretty darn gay. Just ask Effie with his big gay wrestling brunch, which was also this weekend. I've got it on Fight. I haven't watched it yet. I also didn't technically watch WrestleMania, but I know what happened on everything, so if anyone doesn't want WrestleMania spoilers, do say so now, because we're talking wrestling right now, so it's very likely you're gonna have stuff spoiled for you. Oh shit, I did not want to do that. I was mashing keys to see if there was a way to rotate on the other axis. You do need to put a lot into your glutes for that wrestling strength. Let me tell you, they are damn strong. Yeah, game music is cute. I think, as I said at the start, in my wish for audio settings, I would also just put a game music off setting. As delightful as this is, I don't think it's integral to the game. You know, there are games, especially like horror games and the like, that you'd play with in-game audio only, because a lot of effort has gone into crafting the mood, but not to say it hasn't here, just that I think it's less impactful here. It's a bit of a relaxing beat, but I'm a big boy, I can relax to my own beat. Oh man, I didn't want this bit. I wonder if I place this here, can it tilt sideways for me and then stay? Shit. Also 1 AM Oblivion stream. I got work in the morning. I will not be up at 1 AM. But very exciting. I guess kind of like I never actually played Oblivion, so this will be my first time playing it. But also, is this gonna be, you know, the shit they pull before we get Elder Scrolls 6? Like, they finally realize they can't just keep releasing Skyrim. They're like, oh, guys, we'll have to work on Elder Scrolls 6 finally. And then someone's like, what if we released a different Elder Scrolls game again? And Todd Howard came. Torrential amounts. But yeah, also on the long weekend, 2 birthday parties, one for a former member of Hybrid Nightmares and one for Loki the vocalist, so it was really cool to see all my Melbourne metal friends in that scene, which is a bit of an older scene, I guess, not as young and hip as the Triple Kill guys. But boy howdy, do they still put the piss away. 2 nights in a row drinking is not something I recommend in your 30s. My body hurts. It's a full remake with combat taken from Souls games. I actually don't know how I feel about that. That is not a super exciting prospect for me. To be like, oh, like, yeah. I don't think I particularly want Elder Souls? Is that what we're calling it? Or is that too close to Elden Ring? I have absolutely fucking botched this. It's not looking good. We're at 416 though. So that is looking good. Apart from Saturday, I had a show I did on Sunday, which was good, though I did not appreciate being catcalled waiting for Uber back home. That would not go appreciated. Is this a silly move? I'm trying to make a more stable base, but I think I might be achieving the opposite. You're having a rotten string of bad luck out and about, Geordie. But I hope you're, I hope you've gone alright replacing all your cards and stuff from your wallet being nicked. Alright, here we go. This is going to be the piece that saves us, because now that's going to bridge stability across there. We're really starting to get some wobbles happening here. I'm going to try and just... Ah, awesome, you're getting a bit of a refund. That is good. Do you have to cover any of it? I know some banks are like, hey, if your shit gets robbed, you're liable for like the first $50. Or are you fully protected? Nope. Awesome. That sounds like a great system. You definitely shouldn't defraud it. I can't believe this is still going. Like, I've made so few faults. This is not an ideal piece to receive, but I'm just gonna... Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. No! Oh. My hubris. My braggity. Oh no, let's go. For starters, let's go to see Q&E to spin, WAS to move. Oh, we can speed up. Interesting. And there is no spin on that one. Hey, welcome in Stitch Wizardry. That was a good effort though. Let's go back to the menu, see if I've unlocked any of the other sodas. I thought I was using my sand block. Yeah. We'll go severe. Ooh, there's online leaderboards. Alright, this severe weather seems severe. Oh, I just noticed it does tell you what the next box is going to be. That is handy. Random question today. What is a local wrestler in your scene you wish to have a title soon? Well, that's a hard one. It's actually been a bit of a hot minute since I've been to a local show, especially a small one. Oh no. Oh shit, that was bad. I'm gonna say Tali, who was meant to be on that show that you went to, and pulled out because of the whole Yorkness of it all. And you were absolutely robbed in that regard, because she is a gem. And as far as I know, not holding any gold in any promotion currently. But absolutely should be. But I think that it's just a matter of time. So what is your controversy? But basically just domestic violence, and I think also a bit of a deadbeat dad. I think when he got called out in Victoria, he basically just up and left to your neck of the woods. And I guess the controversy of it all is that he's now been booked for a show up there, which is, I believe, his first booking in a long time, because he believes that he has changed, and I believe he even found God. But it sounds like he hasn't actually done the work to get any sort of proper second chance. Yeah, man, no one gets cancelled in Queensland. Queensland's like the Mexico of the Australian wrestling scene. It's where you go once you've been cancelled. Look at Alberto Del Rio somehow still getting booking. Despite, I think, actually going to jail for his violence against women. Which, with the purchase of AAA now, he's weaseled his way back in. Oh my god. This is a tight spot to hit. But hey, at least the scene, like, in wrestling banded together and just didn't tolerate this garbage. Oh shit, I hit enter too. Ah, fuck. You have to be really careful with this game. If you just, like, mindlessly hit a key, you can really fuck your whole run. And I am the king of incorrect inputs, let me tell you. I got clumsy fingers. Thing I would like to see in this game is I did notice on like the level unlock screen, it mentioned, you know, placing a certain tonnage of bricks to unlock the next level. I have no idea how much a brick weighs. Am I to assume each one is a ton or something like that? And if it's not that, and it's some other, like each one's a different type of number? Then that's even more confusing. I'll tell you what, after this one I'm going to boot up the Zen mode and see how it is without the pressure. Although the pressure doesn't feel too bad. You know, I don't feel like I'm melting here. Yeah, you weaseled your way into the Wags table. Which, yeah, that's a smart choice, because that's where the juiciest of goss is. And that's why you really get into wrestling. Scene drama. Wrestling Twitter. The dirt sheets, as it's called. And ain't nobody know how dirty them sheets get than their own partners. Oh, come on. That's not a great placement, but it'll do. Alright, this one's a single. Can we get it? Can we land it here? Yes. No! Fuck. Well, this is definitely the type of year I tried to like turn off all the dirt sheets on every social media, because you get all the like WrestleMania spoilers. They're like, oh, so-and-so has been seen backstage. I'm like, wow, that would have been a really cool surprise. Thanks for ruining it for me, Facebook algorithm, by showing me a post from a page I don't even follow. I will say, now that I'm playing on the severe weather mode, it is punishing, but not unfair. They were super lovely. I met Teller's girlfriend, but I didn't realize she was his girlfriend. She was sitting by herself and dressed in a nice dress. So I saw some guy stood her up and wanted her a wrestling gig, so I offered a seat. If wrestling wasn't your jam and you got stood up at a wrestling show and decided to stay there regardless, like, yeah, you're in it for the bit. My old housemate was like that. If a date went bad and he could see it not working out, oh fuck, oh fuck. No! Yeah, he'd still just play it out for the story, for the yarn. You get home, like, how was you? Like, it was a fucking nightmare. Let me tell you all about it. I'm like, oh, let me crack some bevies. Really, the question's on him for why did he have so many weird chicks, you know, out on dates with him. What did I unlock? I unlocked Haze. And welcome back from the ad break. Oh, Zen lets you choose your foundation size. Let's try clear as well. Whoa, this block's huge. I like that you get bigger blocks. I like filling the entire square. That's a nice feeling. There's a board game called Patchwork. It's a 2-player game where I guess like the concept is that you're building a quilt. And you have a game board, which is like all these squares where you put your fabric down. And the first time I played it against my friend, I absolutely fucking thrashed him, and I filled the entire quilt. He's like, I've played this game so much and I've never seen someone actually fill the quilt. Like, it's theoretically possible, but you're not meant to, because like closing off gaps to other people is a strategic way to win. And I'm like, I gotta tell you, I love spatial awareness. Spatial awareness games bring me a great amount of joy. I like putting things in the box and making them fit in the box. I like filling things to the brim, Geordie, making sure there's no more room left in them. Oh, and look at this. Oos. Squeeze up, just like that. Yeah, in there. Bang. Yeah, again, I'd love if I could just, I mean, obviously I can just, like, through my computer system, turn off sound and whatnot and put on my own. But I'd love for an in-game way to be able to do that. Because this is very cozy. I could unwind after a long day, blasting some death metal and stacking blocks. Stacking blocks and busting chops. I will say, as cozy mode is, I miss the challenge. I miss the sense of challenge. I miss the sense of danger. The stakes. I miss steak. Bang. And this weekend coming up should be a good one. I'm going to see the Lord of the Rings play, which I am super fucking stoked about. Very rarely get to the theatre. Not quite a thespian, despite my love for women. The theatre. I've heard good things about it. And I've even heard good things about this from, like, the more gatekeepery side of Tolkien. If someone's like, I hate Rings of Power, but I like this play, I'm like, alright, then this must be a real fucking crowd pleaser. Oh no! Yes, I didn't get punished in any way, shape, or form for that. Like, I could just throw shit off the side of the building if I want to. Whee! How far over the edge? Oh. How far off the grid can I go? Nah, only to here. Alright. It is clear at this point that I am just fucking around. Let's go back to the challenge mode. Ooh, you can save your tower. That's nice. I like that as a feature. I really like that as a feature. Yay! Look at that, I'm ranked 49 in the world, baby! Eat a dick, King Joffrey! Eat a dick, Chris P, Public Transport Victoria! And Mizzo Frizzo, I'm coming for you! Also, Pitchfork 2025, I assume that's the developer, since it's developed by Pitchfork Games. Only number 9 in your own game. Come on. Lift your game. Oh, it's got epic? I can put in epic graphics? Alright, let's put on epic mode. I will say, unlocking those next levels is taking too long. Because it feels like I'm going to have to actually drop quite a few bricks on this level before I can see more content. Yeah, in this day and age, you got to have that slow drip feed of unlocks to capture a player's imagination. I've been spoiled by Halo Battle Pass systems. If I'm not unlocking something every 2 to 3 games, then I feel like I'm not progressing. Oh shit. I'm not playing to a great strategy here. I am not looking at what's coming next and deciding based off that, which is quite the rookie mistake on my behalf. Second question, fuck, marry, kill, Cody, oh. Cody, Hook, and Eddie. That's a hard one. Like, I'm a big old Cody stan. I love Cody. I'm gonna have to marry Cody. Fuck Eddie. He's not marriage material because he lies and cheats and steals. Which just leaves me to kill Hook. And you know what? Hook hasn't been doing great work lately, which isn't entirely his fault. I believe he is out on concussion protocol. I didn't see it in the match when it happened, but I've heard that apparently like he copped a bad knock to the head during a match, and was seen throwing up like during the match after the knock to the head, which is a pretty bad concussion symptom if that's what caused it, and that's why he then wasn't in the trios title match the next week. So if he is actually out with a serious concussion, I hope you get better soon. But unfortunately, you're not Cody Rhodes or Eddie Guerrero, so I'm going to kill you. But that's just a shoot, brother. And I would never say that to his face, because his dad is scary. How about you? That's a good trio of picks. Because like you gotta factor in that Hook is, you know, easily the pretty boy out of all of those. So he seems like a natural for the fuck choice. Yeah, right. You don't want people throwing up after getting smashed in the head. That's a bad sign. I ain't no doctor. And if I've told you I'm a doctor before, then I apologize. I tell you what, that was a weird episode of AEW for me, because like AEW generally happens like Thursday at lunchtime-ish or morning, depending on what time zone they're in for us Australians. So I'm generally at work, and quite often I'll see a spoiler on social media before I get home to watch it. It's just kind of the way things are. So to be like, oh, the Trios title is going to be, you know, the Ops, which is Samoa Joe, Hook, and Shibata, versus the Death Riders. And then seeing the spoiler on Facebook of like, and the new champions are Shibata, Samoa Joe, and Powerhouse Hobbs. I'm like, I don't remember Hook being that dark or jacked. You're riding Hook, marrying Cody, and killing Eddie. Wow, I thought you would have killed Cody. But then I guess you can't kill Cody. That'd be doing a massive disservice to the black community. There's melanin in his soul. Fucking hell. Yeah, that Black Champion Cody Rhodes song lives rent-free in my head. Between that and the promo he did, where he basically said that he cured racism. Fuck me, that was a weird story. Ah, fuck, this is not the piece I wanted. You'd think you'd gone Cody and Eddie, but then you remember technically Eddie cheated on Vicky with China. Look, I mean, he was never dishonest about it. In fact, quite the opposite. He was very open with the fact that he lies and cheats and steals. So you gotta give him that. We also have to consider the fact that maybe China just demanded it, and he was a sensible person that wouldn't say no to China because she's fucking terrifying. We get this one in tight to keep the thing standing. Nice. And then we'll capstone it like this. Yeah, she looks like she'd rip his ass in half like a phone book. Ken Oaf, as the kids say. Ken Oaf. Wonder if excuse me. I was listening to like some of the AEW soundtrack stuff they have uploaded on Spotify. They've got that like electronic remix of Vicky saying excuse me. Goes hard. Quite possibly one of the worst beats ever put together. Or like the worst samples ever used in a beat, I should say. Check it, check it. I don't think that was a smart move. I think I fucked it. What if I quickly drop one? Nope. And now I've made things a lot worse. Oh, here we go. This piece is a good reset piece. Go. Nice. Yeah. Think she's an Instagram grifter now? That's a shame. Yeah, she was kind of like weirdly taken off AEW. When she was taken off AEW. Like, she was Andrade's manager, and then he just kind of, like, Did he even fire her? She just disappeared, and then she was replaced with Chavo. And then Chavo just disappeared. Fuck, they could just not get Andrade right. I mean, it didn't help they, you know, tried to fight people backstage and shit. Yeah, that's right. She was paired with Nyla, which Nyla doesn't need a mouthpiece. Nyla is one of the, like, funniest people on the roster, naturally. Like, if they are insistent on just continuously pairing Harley Cameron up with heels, put Harley Cameron and Nyla together. That'd be a fucking hoot. That'd be a laugh. People be like, you having a laugh, mate? I'd be like, yeah. Yeah, I am. Look at these funny as fuck wrestlers. It's great. Not that Nyla's been on TV in a month of Sundays. I believe she's on Ring of Honor. God, I wish Ring of Honor was free. Which way are we leaning? I think we're leaning a bit left. So I'm gonna just drop this here. Have we seen Nyla? I don't think so, because I think, like, kind of Nyla hasn't been used in a serious capacity during all of the Tony stuff. I think, like, they had a match together from memory, possibly, but it was just a kind of thrown together for the sake of another storyline. Oh, we're getting real windy now. Yeah, no, I've just mostly been on Ring of Honor for a while now. And I'd love to watch Ring of Honor, but, like, it's not included in your AEW subscription, so you have to pay another fucking... Ooh. Another 10-15 bucks just to watch it. When people are already trying to get rid of subscription services, not more. It doesn't come packaged with, like, any other indie promotions. Whereas if I want to watch, like, GCW, I could get a Fight subscription, or Triller, whatever it's called now, and I get all GCW plus a bunch of other, like, indie and UFC stuff. So it's just in a dumb place in the market. It's owned by a billionaire, so it doesn't have to do well financially. Because he can just eat the loss, because it's his passion project, not his wrestling promotion. Yeah, damn billionaires, they made and ruined big wrestling. Nope. Shit. That's alright. We got a couple faults right now. The wind is pretty fucking terrible. Oh, no. Oh, that's the game. I wonder if I, like, drop this here. I know it's never gonna happen, but I kinda wish Jim Cornette would join one of the big two just to spice himself up. I kinda just wish Jim Cornette would fuck off and Look, I wouldn't wish that level of ill upon someone, but he's got pretty high blood pressure from being angry all the time. And that might catch up with him sooner rather than later at his age. So maybe he should learn to light the fuck up before he finds out what bad blood pressure can do to a man his age. Whoop, alright, that was a dumb idea. We're not gonna do that again. This is... I'm turning heel on Jim Cornette. You crotchety old bastard. Feels like everyone who like professionally covers wrestling just is destined to one day forget that they actually enjoy wrestling. Alright, yeah, I'd pay for that. TKO, book it. I call this tower the pants shitter. No, fuck. No. Doom, doom, doom. I might technically be able to get a level. Yep. That was a fucking pretty good one. New high score of 45,000. But despite that, I'm still not even like a quarter of the way to unlocking Lantern Bay. Because look at Crystal Skies there. That looks amazing. But unfortunately, I'm just nowhere near it. Oh, I got so close to unlocking plank blocks. I got Captain Foil. Look, the skins are very nice. I'll give him that. Oh, no, that's a cool... Oh, they move. I don't know how I'd like to play with blocks that actually move. Carbon fiber. Oh, that looks cool. I want dice that looks like these. Oh, iridescent. And Cornette said he'll outlive Russo just so he can piss on his grave. Fuck me. God, these people are bitter. Third round of question today is: would you rather be a wrestler, a valet, or a manager? If I could be young again, I'd love to be a wrestler. Trying to get into it when I was 30 just was too hard on the old bones. Oh hey, I got up to 36 in the scores. Look at that. Cop that, Fidek. Cop that, not Bandy Parker. Think you're better as a shit talker, you'd be a manager? I reckon you'd make a good manager of valet. I think you'd be a good valet. You can be really loud in the way that like the camera will pick up your audio without you being mic'd. Well, that was Skyblocker. I'm gonna jump into another game from now, because I feel I've seen all there is to see. I thought it was a really nice game. I really enjoyed playing it. I wish things unlocked faster. It would be cool to see like one of these next levels, but you do just obviously have to play quite a bit, and you know, I'll probably get there. It seems like a nice replacement to doom scrolling after work. So, you know, while it's hard to get it in one session without getting bored of the gameplay loop, I think, you know, over multiple sessions I will get to Lantern Bay and then get good enough to start building up points for Neochasm and Crystal Skies. I like the different weather types. I thought Zen was relaxing, but I don't know, it just didn't have the stakes. The stakes, I think, make it in the classic game mode. Other than that, what I'd love is just those audio options, like I mentioned. I also didn't really notice much different. Oh yeah, I guess you see it. It's more in the background where you see the difference in the sky. But thank you very much to the team at Pitchfork Games for sending me the copy. I really liked it. I would recommend it. It's currently on Steam. I'm going to drop a little linky link. And I'll tell you what, if you pick up this game and beat my high score of 45,000 and send me proof, I'll send you some stickers. I got Pink Demon stickers right here, plus a whole bunch. I'm in my sticker buying arc, so like I just buy shitloads of stickers now. And I will send you an envelope with like 10 or so stickers in there if you can beat my score. If you want to play, no pressure. But you just send that proof through, and I'll send you an envelope full of stickers. How about that? And I've got a few more of these lined up as well, which I'm pretty excited about. Like I said, if you're a streamer, check out Keymailer. How much for the bathwater? If you no, actually, I'm not gonna put any sort of promise on this because I don't want you taking it to a weird place. I was gonna say, like, if you can get to #1 on the leaderboard, I'll send you a bottle of bathwater, but like, no, because you'll do it. You'll do it just to fuck with me. But yeah, that was a really fun game. I can't wait to like just crank out that after work instead of doom scrolling. And yeah, I currently have a game that feels that niche. It's golf with your friends, and I'm getting kind of sick of it now. It's hitting the point of repetition. So I think Skyblockers come in at a nice point of my life.